You turn into a pate. Oh,
You turn into a
wait.
big worm.
Isn't a pate like ground up shit just into like a patty? Or is this? I'm trying to
No,
think.
a patty is
Patty,
different
it's
from a
not
pate.
pate.
No, a pate.
I don't know how to spell pate. How do you spell pate?
I can't remember if it was just a slice or something, or if it's like a processed piece of
Pate.
meat.
Food. Pate is a force meat. I don't know what that means. Originally, the dish was cooked in a pastry case. In more recent times, it is usually cooked without pastry in a terrine. Various ingredients are used, which may include meat from pork, poultry, fish, beef, fat, vegetables, herbs, spices, wine, and brandy.
Oh, also, did you hear about the jumps in researching for lab grown meat?
I have been hearing about lab-grown meat every once in a while. I'd be willing to give it a try, and if it's good, I mean, I'd eat it.
One thing I'm really
It
I
kind of
need
just,
it
curious
too.
about is
it kind of just looks like you're gonna
I,
be limited to ground beef type products.
no, no, no. I mean later on it won't be. Uh, but
think
currently, yeah,
though.
it's ground beef because the way they do it is they pretty much take like literally take like a bath of nutrients like a bath of like these enzymes and pretty much tell it to grow.
I'm curious to know if you could artificially boost the nutrition content of it though. Imagine when you get your 5 day from a slab of meat.
I'm gonna artificially boost your mom.
Please don't.
And
He doesn't need
I'm
it.
back at
and
it.
lab
Even though we just heard
and
about the
having
unfortunate realities.
and having lab grown meat could effectively just eliminate disease food poisoning.
Would it?
Possibly. It would also help with.
Yeah,
It would depend.
because
It depends on the conditions
if
and
you have
transport.
any, uh, no, just freeze it. That's all you have to do. Then you'd be fine. Because lab grown meat, it's a isolated environment.
But yeah, I
What
suppose in
bacteria
that case. Oops, sorry. Sorry. It would be up to transport though as to whether or not it stays that way.
that's where you freeze it when you take it out, and it
Mm.
will stay bacteria free, pretty much.
Mm. And it's technically one of the more or the more ethical ways to mass produce meat.
Sorry, I wasn't
Because
listening.
Yeah,
Could
really.
you repeat that?
did you zone out? Could be brand moment.
Yeah, I started
Where?
zoning out mostly because I was gonna ask a question and then I got cut off and then you guys kept going. I was like,
Sorry,
oh, wait a minute.
Yep.
go ahead. I can answer your question.
I was just gonna
because
ask,
I,
like, if it can't get food poisoning, does that mean that this ground meat is somehow not getting bacteria on it?
It's just the lock off it in the
yeah,
environment. Whenever it goes.
because it's being grown in a lab. What bacteria would form
The
with the meat?
bacteria that grows on it when it's mishandled.
Well, that's if it's mishandled.
Because it's got to
But
go out.
theoretically,
Because if we're gonna,
I'm saying theoretically, it could just be straight up. You could just eat it raw, be fine.
A lot of cultures do that though.
Oh yeah, I mean, Germany,
Um,
Germany, you eat raw pork.
they what?
Yeah.
Yeah, in Germany they eat raw pork.
They're trying to die. Whoever does that. The
The
individual.
thing
No,
in Germany is controlled. It's controlled in Germany.
Yeah, it's very controlled and heavily
It's like
restricted.
Japan with raw egg.
And, well, it's more of like Japan with the blowfish.
I ain't eaten blowfish ever in my life.
Because
I know
the
there's
blowfish you have to
I know
have.
that there's safe ways to like prepare it, but I'm gonna be the guy who like gets the chef who's having a bad day and he just messes up by like a little bit.
I'm pretty sure if he has a bad day and isn't able to do work, he just decline the dish.
I don't think you guys understand the concept of human error.
I understand the concept of human error, but I'm saying like we effectively get rid of we could effectively get rid of E. coli and everything goes perfectly.
We could, if you could force the distributors and those people who
That,
are receiving it to like do
that
a good job.
If you get an
that's
EU, it's
why
bound to be heavily fucking restricted because the EU, one good thing they are for doing is restricting a lot of shit. Do it for the good.
that's why words are important. That's why I say could.
I can't believe you
Oh,
said
did you
kid.
hear? Did you hear about the the EU's catching on to Apple a lot recently because they're fucking wee tactics they're trying to do, being all fucking harmful and shit for the environment.
No, it's what you're talking about that they want to put an AI as part of the system.
Oh yeah, because like ever since AI came out, all the tech investors is like, do it, it's ready, do it, dude. You gotta do it.
AA can have some uses, but it shouldn't really be used in
It's
personal
not
life that
ready.
much. No, it could
Well,
have use. It's best used
it's not
for
only
correction or for data analysis. Like it's
it's
not.
not only
It's
not
not.
ready, it's not only not ready, but they want to they want it to collect data and sell it.
Oh no.
Yeah, there have been pranks that internet people have been doing on the companies who are trying to push AI, where they're basically saying things en masse like, you should check bread by sticking your dick in it. And then they say it enough and vehemently that when you Google it, because Google had an AI recently placed in where they're like, look up with no Google
It's
AI,
still
the Google AI will tell you, you check bread by sticking your dick in it when you're baking.
yeah no that AI is still there. I use it actually because it's kind of nice, but
AI does make it easier to sift through
I,
results.
I don't trust the results at all, like 100%. I just like, okay, it's saying this, and if I've read things that say similar, if I've read like articles and papers that say something similar, then I believe it. But I literally asked it
Feedback time. I gotta go to the loo.
who had won the hockey game the day previously, and the AI had said wrong.
Yeah, basically, robots are bad, and they need to be destroyed in the name of Super Earth. Anyway, speaking of environmental ethics and friendliness, the next mission of ours is to launch an intercontinental ballistic missile carrying a nuclear payload at the enemy. The reason why I disagree with your friend about technology is because war is cool and you should join the army.
Well, they weren't a friend. I just joined a random VC, and the
Oh,
topic had got brought up,
okay,
and I
so
was like, "Oh yeah, I vehemently disagree that we shouldn't progress." I mean, that's literally what being human is.
yeah, just think about it. Old people with robot limbs.
Yeah,
Wouldn't that be good?
they were like, "Why can't people be happy with what they have?" Oh, they can.
Tell that to the man who lost his legs in a car
Why?
accident.
But why there?
Oh,
And also, yeah, right. Like, tell the man who got in an accident, yeah, you can't have working legs anymore. We're not gonna
You should
research
just be happy
robotic
with
limbs.
you should just be happy with your lot in life because I think we should all be elf people.
Exactly. That's why I thought it. Like, I did. When I heard it, I was like, that is.
What they were I get what they
I
were thinking. What they were thinking was like iPad kids and like you know,
yeah,
TikTok brain
yeah, I
rot.
know that. Yeah, I know they. Well, I know they were.
We're,
Although they leaned like politically the way I did as well. It's just they had their own view of what they thought a good society would look like.
it's as
Which
they
I mean,
say.
they're
It's as they
idealistic
say.
one.
The worst enemy of a leftist is not a rightist or whatever you'd call them. It is
It's
another
kind of like,
leftist who believes in something slightly different.
Well, you know why they say that, right? It's because the other side just isn't that smart sometimes.
Also, imagine being on the political stage with somebody who thinks that we should all be elf people.
I'm alright.
That would be a nightmare.
One,
I mean, we share a political stage with someone who thinks that Mexico is to blame for all of our problems,
Yeah, and it would
and
just
that,
China.
and
that's scapegoating.
it would just embolden the other side by being like, look, these guys think we should be elves, aren't they stupid? Haha. Anyway, let's continue
Yeah,
with
well, we should be elves, is what they would say.
what?